Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon you all. I hope all of you, my fellow students, are in good health. As you begin this practicum session on operating system, some of you might have already opened the modules, interact with the system, and started experimenting on your screen. Well, before we dive deeper into executing commands, let's get on the same page regarding that we are actually building with this task scheduling concept. As you explore the server environment in front of you, have you ever wondered why we should bother learning automation? Imagine if later in your careers, you are managing dozens of servers and have to wake up to manually back up data every day at 2 a.m. This will be highly inefficient. With automation, we save time and energy. Machines have a high level consistency. If we ignore this automation, we actually open wide the door for the human error, which can trigger system paralysis. In the operating system currently active on your computer, schedule management is handled very elegantly. The system uses small programs that run silently in the background without bothering the main performance. The security is also very strict. Every automated task is only allowed to run according to the user privilege limits. And the most important things for you to note, every single moment is always neatly recorded in the system's logbook. So, if your script fails to run during your practice, don't panic right away. Just check the log report. For those who have starting exploring, you might have already felt how to interact with this first tool of ours. Like a sniper, we use it specifically for incidental tasks or those that only need to be executed once in the future. You simply register it. The system will put into a queue, and once it's completed, the task will automatically and cleanly deleted by the system. Meanwhile, this second tool is the hard worker. This is the standard that you will use very frequently for routine tasks that continuously repeat. There is one golden rule that you must apply during your practicum and later when working in the industry. Never write a long string of instructions directly into the scheduling board. The best practice is to encapsulate all instructions into a separate script file. Ensure you grant it execution permission and only then call that file. And make sure to direct to the final output into the text file so you can monitor whether it succeeds or encounter an error. As a reminder for those who you engross in experimenting in the front of the screen, let's look at the real-world case at the cloud service provider company. There was a fatal oversight where the administrator scheduled two very heavily processed data compression and database synchronization at the exact same second, which was midnight. The result, both browsers poked for research. The server ran out of memory, locked up, and eventually the service experienced total downtime for 4 hours. So as you design your schedule today, make sure to provide a time gap between heavy tasks so the server in front of you doesn't freeze or get overloaded. Please continue exploration, stay consistent, and never give up if you hit a dead end while practicing today's material. Remember, every logical flow, configuration, and error you solve today is a solid foundation for the future technological innovation you will build. As conclusion, this module, let us blow our heads for a moment and pray. May Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala always bestow upon you help, protection, and ease in seeking knowledge. May every hard effort and exhaustion you experience in your studies be counted a worship. And may Allah knowledge you practice today be blessed, beneficial, and lead you succeed in the future. Amin. Ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you for your attention. Let's turn on your focus to the practical model. Happy practical, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.